Hey there, thanks for joining me today. This is going to be about a 30-minute practice, and it's working on some foundational twists, heart openers, etc. I definitely recommend having a block with you today. So if you don't have something like a yoga block, you can use a stack of books, but that's a little bit less stable. If you don't have a block, you can do all of the poses without it as well. We'll begin with an active sun salutation warm-up. So go ahead and come to the top of your mat. Big toes together, heels slightly apart, arms down by the sides, palms face forward, Tadasana. Engage the legs so the kneecaps are lifting and the feet are pressing into the ground. The rib cage is lifting up off the hips, the shoulders release, out and down to the sides. Inhale, sweep the arms high overhead. Exhale, hinging at the hips and fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine halfway. Exhale, left foot steps to the back of the mat. Pause here, find your low lunge. Maybe come onto fingertips. Hands should be in line with your right heel. Take an inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Exhale, drop knees, belly, and chest to the mat. Inhale, cobra, lift the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg high. Exhale, draw the knee towards the chest and step between the hands. Inhale, slip the left foot forward as you lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, lift the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, right foot steps back, low lunge. The right leg is all the way straight, leg really active. Front knee bending over the ankle. Take an inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, belly, and chest. Untuck the toes, inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Next, inhale, left leg reaches high. Exhale, knee towards the chest, step between the hands. Inhale, step the right foot forward to meet the left as you lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, lift the arms. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold. On your inhale, left foot steps back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, continue to modify or full chaturanga. Elbows hug in, shoulders align with elbows. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, step forward. This time drop the back knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, reach the arms up. Exhale and pause. Hug the inner thighs together so the right heel and the left knee reach towards one another. Think about lifting the frontal hip points up. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands come down, back knee lifts. Inhale, slip the left foot forward, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more round. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, right foot steps back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, step between the hands. Drop the back knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, lift the arms high. Back out of the lunge just a little bit. Lengthen the tailbone down, then shift the hips forward. Spin the pinky fingers towards one another. Drop the shoulder blades. One more inhale. Exhale, hands come down, back knee lifts. Inhale, step the right foot forward, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, lift the arms. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine halfway. Exhale, straight to downward facing dog. Take 3 rounds of breath in your downward facing dog. Knees can be bent, but press down and forward through the hands. Make sure all 10 knuckles are sealed down. Rotate the armpits in towards the face, reaching the hips up and back. Heels melt towards the ground. Take a big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Next, inhale, right leg sweeps high. Exhale, step forward. Drop the back knee down and toe heel your right foot out towards the right a bit. The toes will turn to a 45-degree angle. Hands can be up on fingertips. As you inhale, shift the heart forward, broaden through the collarbones. As you exhale, begin to shift the hips back, straightening the right leg any amount, flexing the right toes back and keeping them at that angle. So it's just a little bit of a different hamstring stretch. Continue on your breath. You inhale, shift forward. And exhale, shifting back. See if you can connect your breath with the movement. The next time you shift forward, pause there. And exhale, toe heel the right foot back to the midline. Place a block on the highest height outside of your right ankle. Lift the back knee, dial the back heel down 90 degrees, and then take your left hand to your left hip. You'll press down into the block, begin to open the heart towards the left. And then the left arm can reach up. Think about pressing your right knee out into your right arm into the knee. Left leg is super active, so we're in an extended side angle, just built it from the ground up. And then reach the top arm up and over the ear. Left pinky finger spins downward as the left ribs spin upward. Next, inhale, rise to warrior 2. Exhale, settle in. Inhale, reverse warrior, tilt up and back. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. You can move the block. Plant the left hand, inhale the right arm high, lunge, twist. Lift the center of the left thigh towards the sky, wrapping the left ribs towards the inner right thigh. Take one more inhale. Exhale, hand comes down. Inhale to plank pose. Exhale, vinyasa or downward facing dog. So taking what you need, if you ever need rest, child's pose is always an option. Otherwise, skip the vinyasas, continue to take them, whatever you need today. Next, inhale, the left leg goes high. Exhale, step the foot forward. Drop the back knee, toe heel the left foot out towards the left. Foot to a 45-degree angle. As you inhale, hips shift forward, heart lifts. Exhale, shifting back. Flexing the left toes, keeping them at that 45-degree angle. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, shifting back, moving with your breath. So it may be slightly different than my pace. I like to call this one flossing out the hips. The next time you shift forward, pause there. Toe heel the left foot back to the midline. Place your block on the highest height outside the left ankle. Lift your back knee, dial the back heel down 90 degrees. Right hand to right hip. Press down into the block to peel your heart towards the right. And then the right arm reaches up. Again, move your left knee left out into the left arm. Notice where your rib cage is, see if it's way in front of you. See if you can close the front ribs, engaging the core. And then reach the top arm up and over the ear. Drop the shoulder blade down, spin the pinky finger down, spin the right ribs up. Inhale to warrior two. Exhale, settle. Inhale, reverse tilt up and back. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. You can move the block out of the way. Plant the right hand, inhale the left arm, lunge twist. Notice if your hips are swinging way out towards the left, pull the left hip crease back, engage the right leg strong. One more inhale. Exhale, hand comes down. Inhale to plank. Exhale, vinyasa or downward facing dog, taking what you need. Connect with your breath. Next, inhale, right leg sweeps high. Exhale, bend the knee and open up the hip. Look at your left knee, make sure it's still pointing forward. Pull your left hip crease back a bit to find more length along the left side. So your hips may not be totally open, but the leg is working that direction. Inhale, lengthen the leg. Exhale, step the foot forward. Drop the back knee, inhale, rise, Anjaneyasana. And then exhale, hands to heart center, begin to turn towards the right, hooking left elbow on right thigh. Reach the head away from the tail, finding length along the spine so that the rib cage can rotate around that length. Release the jaw. Allow the facial muscles to be soft. Next, inhale, spin the heart forward. Exhale, hands come down. Go ahead and grab your block. Place it outside the right ankle. Lift the back knee, dial the back heel down, and then inhale to warrior two. Exhale, settle it. Inhale, reverse warrior tilt up and back. As you exhale, press down into the right foot to straighten the right leg, and then bring the arms to a T. Shift the right hip crease down and back, reaching forward, forward, forward with the right arm until it lands on the block for Trikonasana. You may need to shift the block back a little bit depending on where you are today. Heavy the outer left heel, engage the left leg, then see if you can reach the rib cage away from the hips, finding length on both sides of the body. Option to reach the top arm over the ear. Feel a connection from the outer left foot all the way through the left fingertips. Take one more inhale. Exhale, hands come down. You can ditch the block. Step your left foot out towards the left a bit and turn the toes into 45 degrees. And then fold, pyramid pose. The right hip crease pulls back. Make sure the back foot is all the way sealed into the ground, so you may need to step it a little more left or a little bit closer in towards the body, or rather towards the right foot. The head drops. Next, inhale, low lunge. Exhale, vinyasa or downward facing dog. Remember to move with your breath and move with integrity. So if you're feeling tired and you can't do the pose with integrity, just skip it this time. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Exhale, spin your heels towards the right. You can keep the feet staggered, reach the left arm up, maybe stack the feet for full Vashisthasana side plank. Lifting the hips so you're thinking more of a rainbow shape, really scooping out that right side. And then reach the top arm up and over the ear, finding length along the whole left side. Take an inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Next inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, heel to glute, open up the hip. Look at your right knee, make sure it's still pointing forward. Pull your right hip crease back. Inhale, lengthen the leg. Exhale, step the foot forward. Drop the back knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands to heart center. Turn towards the left, hooking right elbow. Notice where your shoulder blades are. See if you can drop them down and back. The hips continue to shift forward, but pull the low belly up and in for some support. Next, inhale, spin the heart forward. Exhale, hands come down. Find your block outside your left ankle. Back knee lifts, back foot dials down. Inhale to warrior two. Exhale, settle in. Inhale, reverse tilt up and back, find length. Exhale, press into the left foot, straighten the left leg, and bring the arms to a T. And then Trikonasana, triangle pose. Left hip shifts down and back. It'll land on the block. Right arm to the sky. Drop the left shoulder down and back. Feel that both legs are really supportive, really strong here, so that the upper body has support to twist, rotate, and find length. Reach the top arm up and over the ear. Drop the right shoulder blade, but reach out through the fingertips. Take one more inhale. Exhale, hands come down. You can move the block, find pyramid pose. So right foot steps out towards the right, toes turn into a 45-degree angle, let the head drop. So the feet should definitely be staggered side to side, so it's not like you're standing on a tightrope. See if you can guide your left hip crease back. Next, inhale, low lunge. Exhale, vinyasa or downward facing dog. Take a full breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, release. Cleansing breath. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Exhale, spin the heels towards the left. The right arm reaches up towards the sky, and maybe you stack the feet. See if you can lift the hips another inch or so. Dial the left shoulder down and away from the ear, and then reach the top arm up and over the ear. Take a big inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees and look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold and pause. Toe heel your feet outer hips distance apart. You may need to bend the knees to access this. The palms will face up and you'll slide the whole palm underneath the feet. So the toes land in the wrist creases. Again, you can keep your knees bent. Then the elbows will fall out to the sides, the head will drop, but the shoulder blades will pull onto the back, so there's lots of space for the neck. Then maybe turn the head side to side. You can use your toes to massage out the wrists. Continue to breathe. Next, inhale, look forward, gently release your bind, one hand at a time, and exhale, fold. Toe heel the feet back underneath the hips. Inhale, root to rise, lift the arms. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale the left knee towards the chest. As you exhale, warrior three. Left heel reaches back. The leg lifting is what tips the upper body forward. Dial the left outer hip down, spin the left inner thigh up. Keep the crown of the head reaching forward, so nose is pointing towards the ground. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands come down, foot steps down to pyramid pose. So make sure, again, the feet are staggered side to side. The back heel is down, foot at a 45-degree angle. Now grab your block, place it on the inside of your right foot, on the highest height. Left hand will come to the block. Right hand comes to the sacrum. Pull the right hip crease back, and then press down into the block, spinning the heart towards the right, pulling the right elbow back. Maybe your right arm reaches up, but continue to find length in the spine. Take one more inhale. Exhale, hand comes down. Ditch the block, walk your hands around the left side of your mat, the long edge of the mat. Parallel the feet and let the head drop. Prasarita, Padottanasana, or wide-legged forward fold. Hands can rest wherever feels comfortable, maybe heels of hands in line with heels of feet. Notice if your weight's hanging back in your heels. See if you can shift a little bit of the weight into the toes. And then make sure the kneecaps are lifting, the quads are engaged. Inhale, lengthen the spine halfway. Exhale, walk your hands around towards the right foot, right toe spin forward. Step the left foot forward, fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, lift the arms. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale the right knee towards the chest. Flex the foot. Exhale, warrior three. Right heel reaches back, crown of head reaches forward. The supporting leg is super active. Engage the quad. Drop the outer right hip. Finding steadiness. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands come down, foot steps back, pyramid pose. So right foot's out towards the right a bit. Heel is down, foot at a 45-degree angle. Find your block inside your left foot. Right hand to the block, left hand to the sacrum. Begin to press down through the block, spinning the heart towards the left. Continue to heavy through your right heel. Maybe the top arm reaches up. Continue to breathe, keep the face relaxed. Take one more inhale. Exhale, hand comes down, ditch the block, parallel the feet, walking the hands around the right side of the mat. If you've got an inversion practice and you'd like to move towards headstand, this is a good option or a good opportunity to do so. I won't lead it, but gently floating the feet if that's your option. Otherwise, you stay in your forward fold. If you're floating, the feet will come back down to the mat. As you're ready, you'll lengthen the spine. Exhale, walk your hands around towards the left leg, low lunge, and then downward facing dog. Inhale, drop the knees. Exhale to child's pose. Take a full breath in, full breath out. On your next inhale, begin to roll up through the spine. And then standing up on your shins. So the knees will be hips distance apart. We're going to take a few rounds of camel pose. So hands will come towards the low back. The fingers can point down. Use your hands to lengthen your tailbone towards the backs of the knees. Low belly's pulling up and in, frontal hip points are lifting up. Pin the elbows back, pin the shoulder blades together, and begin to lift through the heart. Continue to use your hands to lengthen the tailbone down. You might stay here. You might tuck your toes under, reaching back for the heels. Either variation is great, but continue to lift through the heart. If you feel any weirdness in the low back, you come out. To come out of the pose, you come back the way you came, hands to the low back. Begin to lift up. Untuck the toes if they're tucked. Then just sit the hips back towards the heels. Rest the hands on the thighs and breathe. Notice the heartbeat. Notice the breath. And then we'll take one more round. So coming back to stand on the shins. Hands come to the low back, fingers point down. Lengthening the tailbone, pulling the elbows back, finding space across the heart. So think about your shoulder blades as little hands pushing the heart up. Maybe you tuck your toes and reach back for the heels. Or maybe you untuck the toes, coming into the full variation. The head might drop back, but that's only if the neck is healthy and that feels really comfortable. Otherwise, eyes stay towards the sky. Continue to breathe. If you've lost your breath, start to back out of the pose. And then return the way you came, finding vertical, setting the hips back, resting the hands. Close the eyes and just breathe. Heart openers can be really invigorating. It's really nice to end with heart openers towards the end of practice. Gently blink the eyes open and make your way towards your back. The arms will come to a T or cactus shape. The feet will be flat on the floor, knees bent. Take your feet wide so they're about as wide as your mat. And then very slowly begin to windshield wiper the knees side to side. Nice and gentle. And then when you've had enough, you'll make your way towards Shavasana. So legs can extend, heels towards the outer corners of the mat. Arms can stay where they are or come down by the sides, palms up. Notice if you're holding any unneeded tension in the body. See if you can really allow the whole body to sink into the support beneath you. If you want to anchor into something as you rest here, as you inhale, heavy your head and shoulders. As you exhale, heavy your hips and heels. So with each breath, you're allowing the body to relax a little bit more, be supported a little bit more. Rest here for a few moments or minutes, and whenever you're ready, you'll roll over to one side and press yourself into a comfortable seat. There's no rush. Stay in Shavasana as long as you'd like, allowing the practice to integrate with the body. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.